we all have big goals and big aspirations for what we want to accomplish in life. That can be on a yearly basis or on a longer time frame, because what will break down our goals is simply just actions, and that's what I will discuss in this video. And I will give you practical steps on how you can accomplish your goals for the rest of 2024. Because for me, earlier years, like 2023, I also thought that the time was passing and we were heading very fast towards like the summer and towards the later parts of the year. And that is something great if you can take advantage of it. And last year I actually did, because I started to meditate and I really flipped the switch and I started to accomplish bigger things that I've done previously. Because in 2022, that was the year when I kind of started to discover self-improvement and that there was an ability to improve yourself. And when I started to realize that, I didn't really have a clear direction, and that's what's powerful about goals. Because if you have goals that are hard to accomplish, but they are not impossible, then you can do that. And you will have a clear direction on where to go. So with that being said, how are we going to take advantage of time being on our side and that it passes very, very swiftly? I haven't heard many people talk about this. I've just heard it a few times when it comes to improving yourself. But it comes down to just your mindset. Because now in 2024, in the late 2023 in December, I already back then started to think to myself that now I'm going to really flip the switch and I'm going to keep up with a higher pace and I'm going to do even more and I'm going to work even harder this year than last year. If you can just right now start to instill that in your mind, then you will be much more likely to accomplish your goals and to, have that 0 to 1 difference in your mindset and also how you are performing and what actions you are taking. So with that being said, how do we improve our mindset? Because that's all it comes down to. So the thing that I want to instill with you, that think for your future self. And if you were going like, what are you talking about right now? Imagine you in December this year, how you would feel if you accomplished your goals and took the right actions that you have to take right now for you to be grateful for your younger self. Now, all it comes down to when it comes to developing yourself is just think for your future self. Start thinking for your future self in a few months or just in a few hours of how you would feel if you took the actions or if you didn't take the action. But with that being said, how do we start this and how do we really get into this and start to take action for our future selves? Because if we do that, our life will become better. And now we've understood that. So I would say right now, start small with like making your bed. So for example, in the morning when you're waking up, as soon as you've gotten up, think to yourself, okay, me in 10 minutes, how would I feel if I made my bed right now? And when you've thought to yourself that, you will be much more likely to take the action of actually making your bed because you've thought of your future self, because you have your future selves at best interest. So imagine yourself in the future, just in a few minutes, if you took the right action towards your goals. So start seeing yourself in the future, and you can also do visualizations where you're closing your eyes and you're playing a mental movie of you being that person who you want to be, and you look at a date in your phone and then you see that, oh, I've actually accomplished all of these goals. And when you start to have this mindset, you'll be so much more driven to actually take action on your goals, because you will also have something to work hard for. And that vision that you have is so powerful, and keep playing it. Keep reminding yourself of that vision. And if you want to take this one step further, what I would suggest you could do is to set this as your phone lock screen and background. Because if you just have your phone lock screen as like think for your future self, or have me in December's best at interest, or have me on my deathbed at best interest, if you can start do that today, right now, imagine you in just a month or just a few weeks, when you look back at that point where you started with just a small thing, like changing your wallpaper to think for my future self. And imagine how grateful it would be if you took that action. And that is something that you can do today, right now, right after this video, or even right now as I speak these words. Do something fun and do something that you actually appreciate doing, because for me that skill is video editing or just recording and giving advice and speaking to a camera like this. But that's what I like to do. Maybe it's something whole different, but that's fine. Just keep up with the things that you like right now, and sure, you can try a bunch of different things, but I already knew what I liked, and that was video editing for me back then, and now I've started to realize that I love giving advice. But if you feel like you don't really know what you want to do, then what I would suggest as well, take some time off to just think and to ask yourself deep questions like, what would me in December think about my actions that I'm taking right now? And start with and doing great habits for your future self. And that's how you accomplish your goals. Hope you got some value out of this video, and you have understood the concept of thinking of your future self in order for you to accomplish your goals. And that is how you will do it. Think for your future self, and when you have your future self's best at interest, you will be so much more likely to take the action that's actually required for you to accomplish your goals and move the needle. And that's just it for this video. Hope you got some value, and see you in the next one.